everybody. If you're watching this on replay, team replay, it is 11:30 p.m. Eastern time. And I don't have any makeup on today because my eyes hurt. I'm feeling a lot better. Not all the way better. A lot better if you've been following my migraine journey. I have ended up getting another dose of medication today, which is making me very awake. So I'm trying to drink sleepy tea, but I figured while I have energy, I'd hop on and do live card pulls. If anybody is around, I'll stick it out until I get tired. We'll see what happens. But I just thought, why not? Why not hop on and do some pulls for people while I'm here? I can't, Kristen. I'm live. So that's all. I'm just gonna do card pulls. So the way that we do card pulls here, actually, I should probably type that so I don't have to repeat myself 1,000 times. Live card pulls by donation. Hey, Kristen. I'm going to pin this. Pin. Okay. So that way I don't have to keep saying it. Yeah, my eyes are like, I didn't realize that eyes get puffy. Like my eyelids are a little, they're a little swollen. I mean, I have hooded eyes anyway, but they're a little swollen. It's a thing. It's like a medical thing that when you get sustained migraines for like a week, then your eyes tend to get puffy, which I had no idea. I'm going to just smoke cleanse you guys and myself. So my eyes have been hurting a little and they look a little funny. They look better with makeup on, but they still look funny. But I decided to pop on. I don't know why I'm cleansing my phone. I mean, yeah, I'll just do that while I'm at it. I am really like out of it. But it's a good out of it. It's like a wacky out of it. I'm on steroids. And I didn't take my second Adderall today because I actually have 2 Adderall doses now. One in the morning that's a long-term release, and then an afternoon one that's an instant release. Yeah, I just grabbed my phone and started cleansing it. Like, why not? I actually do cleanse my phone because I do readings through my phone. So I do cleanse my phone, not every day. I usually do it like once a week. But yeah, just picked up my phone. Hey. Hi. Thanks for saying hi, Cammie. You don't have to stick around, but it's cool to see you. You actually caught me during a live for like a few minutes. So that's cool. It's late for me. I'm usually in bed asleep already at this time, typically, but I'm just like, woo! I'm a little wacky right now, but that's okay. That's okay. Sometimes it's more fun that way. Where are my moon cards? Oh, they're on the other side of the table. I don't want to get up. Yeah. So, Kristen, I have my timing cards here that I didn't use for your reading. So I'm going to pull a timing card just for shits and giggles to see, because usually it's been pretty accurate. Have a good night. Thanks for popping in. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So it's been pretty accurate as far as that. I threw one on the floor. I use this for another client named Diane, a different one. Diane, I think It might be Diana. God, I'm horrible. I've been reading for this person forever. I just never say her name. But I tried this on hers about like a contact, because I've been reading for her for almost 3 or 4 years. I don't even know. It's been a while. She's an awesome. She's another one of those clients that's like a soulmate client. I love her. She's a Scorpio. So I tried it on her with a contact and it worked. So yeah, this isn't accurate. Oh, maybe it's Leo season. We'll do more. You got the sun, which is a number that I don't know if you can even see it, but there's a number 1 up here. But sun is Leo. So maybe it's Leo season. We've been talking about Leo season before. Wouldn't that be fun? Leo season's spicy. It's probably Leo season. It's probably Leo season. I mean, as I'm saying it, like Leo season, all the sexual tension going on. It's probably Leo season. All right, show me Kristen's guides. Please help me with timing for the question that we were working on earlier, so she can get an idea about when to expect. 2 to 4 weeks. No, I don't agree with that. In Aquarius, which is coming up. I don't think so. I don't think that's right. Maybe it's when it does say Uranus. Maybe it's when Uranus comes out of its shadow period, because it's coming out of retrograde this month. I know. Freaking Leos. Can you stand it? Wait. I thought you told me he was an Aquarius. Oh, he is an Aquarius. That's him. He's an Aquarius. Yes. Yeah, because his birthday is like the 2nd, right, of February? Give me one more for insight around timing for Kristen. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe the breakup happens by then. When is this event with Kristen going to happen that we've been talking about tonight? Oh, what's that? Is that a sign or is that just bad shuffling? Sagittarius within 14 to 30 days during the fall. Jupiter. I don't know if that's accurate. It says Prince of Fire. King of Earth, Capricorn, within the year, during the winter, December 22nd to, you keep getting winter, December 22nd to January 21st, the devil. I don't know. It could just be going, no, you don't need to know yet. Sometimes it does that. Cool. Am I still on? If I drop, then I'm probably just I'm not gonna bother. Am I still here? Let me see. Is Mel still on? Commercial. Okay, cool. Have you ever seen, that makes me think of, hi BZ, thank you. Have you ever seen the movie Hoodwinked? It's older. It's an older cartoon. It's not super old. It probably came out, I'm not even sure when it came out. So Hoodwinked, I'm obsessed with that movie. That's one of like my favorites. I'm a big movie person. So like I was just telling Catherine. Kristen, it came out in 2005. I was just telling Jonathan about Cool Runnings yesterday because I sent him I can never say it right. A GIF, one of those things of Cool Runnings where the guy goes, Sanka, you dead, man. And he had no idea what it was. I hadn't heard from him in like a day. And so I sent it to him and he thought it was hilarious, but he didn't understand it. So I had to send him a trailer of Cool Runnings, which is now added to the list of movies that we need to watch. I'm so bad with like references of movies and shows that I'm obsessed with. It's so funny. So anyway, Hoodwinked. I should add that to my list for Jonathan too. I was introduced to Hoodwinked. I have a friend named Matt. I mean, very platonic. Never romantic. Like he's basically like my brother. I've known this guy, God, since like third grade. Since we were kids, since we were young kids in elementary school. And we were friends in high school. We actually called him Buddha because he kind of looked like a Buddha. He liked that name. It wasn't like picking on him. He picked that name for himself. And when I worked at a deli, I worked at out of high school through the first half of college, I worked at a pizza place called Papagino's, which is in the northeastern part of the country. It's not like countrywide. And then after that I went and worked at a deli place, which was like fresh deli meats, and we made sandwiches, and Matt got a job there, and we hadn't seen each other in a long time actually, but he can make me laugh to this day like nobody else in the world. He can just look at me or make a sound and I geek out like a little girl, laughing to the point of tears. There's just something about our sense of humor, and like I don't know, but we used to make our manager so mad because we would be standing next to each other making sandwiches and he would be like, and he'd just do something and I would just start laughing till I was crying and the people would get pissed. So anyway, he introduced Hoodwinked to me because at that time I was working 12-hour shifts at a sandwich shop, and it was busy and it was long days on our feet all day, go. And so there was a lot of coffee involved. I think there was a coffee shop next door and we used to trade sandwiches for coffee. I probably would have 5 coffees a day, easily 5 coffees a day. So I would get really like hopped up on caffeine. I was in my early 20s. And when Hoodwinked came out, he was like, you have to watch Hoodwinked. I was like, why? He goes, you're the squirrel, Mel. He goes, you are the squirrel. He's like, you're the squirrel. You have to watch this movie. So we got together and we watched it, and I cried through the entire thing of laughter because I literally have been the squirrel my entire life. And at one point, the wolf says to the squirrel, the wolf's very kind of slow moving, and he looks at the squirrel and he goes, you gotta chill out on the coffee, or something like that. And the squirrel goes, I don't drink coffee. It's just like me. And it's just, I don't know why, Kristen, but for some reason, I am seeing Hoodwinked right now, like the squirrel. And like, I don't know. It feels very like all of a sudden it's going to go, oh yeah, I forgot you mentioned that movie. I haven't seen that one. Yeah, I'm just seeing the squirrel. I'm not quite sure why I'm seeing the squirrel, but I'm seeing that character, and that has something to do with your situation. It'll make sense eventually. I don't know. A lot of times that kind of stuff comes through and it's like, what? And then sometimes even a year later, the person will be like, oh yeah, that's why. Like, remember when you said that? And then I'll be like, no, I don't remember. And like, what? Oh my God. What? Those of you that are watching, welcome. I'm Mel. I am a tarot reader and all sorts of other things. Oh, yeah. And tonight we're doing tarot card pulls by donation. As Kristen said, if you saw that, there is no donation too small. it's an equal energy exchange. So if it's $2, you get a quick question and a card. Not a lot of details. The more money, the more details. And there's pretty much no limits. I try to avoid legal, and I try to avoid anything around like death and medical, but it all depends. Death, definitely not, but it all depends on what the question is. If it's appropriate or if it's something that I feel comfortable doing, I will let you know. And that's it. Yeah, we're just doing card pulls tonight. We're hanging out. So I'm just chilling, pulling cards for myself because I do that all the time. And the kitty, I don't know if you guys can see her. Let me see. Yeah, her little head is down there. Tonks is right there, her little white nose and her little paws all bundled up in her blankie because it's cold here, which is why I have my hood on. It's like 60 in my house because I have the heat off, and I did not light a fire tonight because I just didn't get around to bringing wood in. So anyhow, we can just chat too. I don't mind just hanging out and chatting for a little bit. For anybody that's, maybe I'll use my bigger tarot. I don't use these very much. They're more vibrant. These are like literally my original tarot cards I've ever had. It's the first deck I ever got. And then when I found out that there were mini ones, I was like, oh, sign me up for the mini ones because the big ones are sometimes hard to shuffle. This deck isn't too bad though. It's pretty easy. I was watching readers today on TikTok, and they were doing this thing where they were like flipping the cards over like this, but it didn't really look like they were flipping things over. It was really odd. And like, I was trying to see how they were doing it because I don't get it. But my method's just my method. I do my own thing. Yeah. They're making me want to buy those dowsing rods though and see how that works. I've never tried those. I've heard about them before, but they're obviously very popular on TikTok. Got Page of Pentacles in the reversal. Slow progress, slow offerings of things at this time. Seven of Swords. There's some stuff that's hidden beneath the surface that is coming to light. Three of Pentacles in the reversal, Kristen. People, I haven't seen the one that you've mentioned. No. People aren't cooperating. I do want to see collectively how we're doing right now. So, Spirit, show me what we need to know as a collective with this shifting of energies. Ooh, we got a bunch of them. What do we got? Ooh! Yeah, shifting of energies. Hi, Ashley. World in reversal. Sun card and Page of Swords. This actually isn't bad. Yes. So world in reversal to me is like we have been feeling so stagnant. We've been feeling so stuck. We've been waiting to move to the next thing. The cycles of repetition, the cycles of movement forward. Like, when is it going to move? And this is everybody. This qualifies for all the people that I have read for so far right now. Like lately, all of my clients are like, when is the big question? When is this going to happen? And when is a typically traditional, very popular question, but much more so lately. Like, it's everything is when. I've been waiting for so long. It feels like it's not going to happen. Yeah, I know you asked me when, but even the clients that I've been with for a long time that they know I don't promise when. And sometimes I won't, certain people, depending on their personalities, I won't read when around them at all. Because if they're a person that is like, well, you said it's going to be 2 weeks and it hasn't happened, energy shifts. Your behavior shifts energy. Your thoughts shift energy. Their thoughts shift energy. So it's not a guarantee. And so if you get like rock solid, you chisel it in stone that this is going to happen on the 14th day, it messes everything up. It messes everything up. Like the hardest question is when, and it's almost the worst question to ask. And I mean, I'm the person that has also in my anxiety plenty of times have been like, but when is this going to get better? But when am I going to find out? But when is this going to work? Like when money, work, the business, moving, finding a house, when my family member is going to get better, when am I going to find the connection I'm looking for, like all sorts of stuff, not just romance. Romance is the hardest one though, because there's multiple people involved in that situation. It's not just you with money or you with something you're trying to manifest. It's you and another person and all of their choices and free will and stuff in the mix, and their work and finances and stress and family and friends and choices. And yeah, it's two entities brought together. So relationship wins are even harder than just a general, like, well, when am I going to get a car? Or when am I going to get that job? Or, and jobs are tricky too, because jobs are just, again, based on what somebody decides for you. But yeah, a lot of people are anxious right now in the collective. And it's gotten worse as Mars started retrograde officially October 30th, but it started its shadow period well before that, and I'm not exactly sure when that was. So as it's been going and going and going and getting closer, like the holidays were rough. We had the eclipses that were going on during that time. Uranus was in retrograde, and then Mercury went retrograde at the end of December. As that was going, it stirred the pot of anxiety for the world, for everybody, all in different ways. For me, it's security. That's where my pot has been stirred, like having security in my life. And I'm talking about security like across the board. Financials, work, friends, family, all of it, security. So for me, it's been that, like, when are things going to feel more stable? So a lot of people are having trouble with their finances. I'm not alone with that. A lot of people are struggling with cost of living increase and decrease in income. It's a trickle-down effect. And because a lot of people are having trouble with that, that trickles into the other parts of personal relationships. So a lot of the world has been stuck, has felt like it's not going anywhere, has felt like they've been waiting and waiting to see these manifestations, to see these things. And a lot of people have lost sight of the hope, of the happiness, of the joy. But where is it? This person would have called me by now if they were going to. This person would have come back if they were going to. They don't care. There's a lot of other factors to that. And that's where social media becomes a problem. Social media is great, but it's also a problem because it's a cookie cutter thing. Social media, psychology in social media, or those dating coaches, which can be very informative. I'm not saying that they're not, because there are a lot of nice tips and tricks. But when you put the one size fits all, they aren't doing X because they feel this way. And that is like the big thing that I see through all these, like the commonalities, if I see across social media. Well, if they wanted you, they would call you. True. Yes, there are some layers of truth to that, 100%. But maybe somebody passed away in their family and they're grieving. Maybe a relationship that they were in, like a marriage or something long-term, left them wounded and they're still healing from that. Maybe they've lost their home because their financial situation sucks and they're embarrassed about that. Maybe they're needing to get their head straight from things. Maybe they're struggling from mental health. Maybe they're struggling from addiction. There could be so many layers. It's not an algebraic algorithm where y equals mx plus b, and you insert these figures in, and that's exactly what you get every time. It's not like that. Life is not like that. People are not like that. Love is not like that. Humanity is not like that. And I am so on a rant right now, but it's a trend I've been seeing. And what happens is when you lose sight, when you get caught in the muck of things aren't moving forward, you get stuck in the swamp of sadness. It's okay to be sad. Don't get stuck there. Don't sink there like our tax did. If you guys have ever seen the Neverending Story, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Oh, look, there's a horse right there. And our tax was white. Look at that. I didn't even do that on purpose. But remembering to find the moments of joy. I'm not saying gaslight yourself. I'm not saying toxic positivity yourself. Feel the frustration, feel the blockage, feel the sadness, and then remember what you're working on. Remember when you're happy, because negativity perpetuates negativity. And the more we focus on it's not happening, the more it doesn't happen. And as soon as we stop worrying about that, boom, it happens. Information comes in, communication comes in. Because instead of being, oh, I'm stuck, you're, oh, I'm happy in this moment for whatever it is. Then all of a sudden, stuff starts to move and communication comes in. So I do feel like with the collective, hi everybody, those of you that are joining us, we're doing live card pulls by donation. No donation is too small. We can do Cash App, Venmo, Super Chat, PayPal. Just message if you need details for something. PayPal's linked down below. Super Chat is available through YouTube, and I can give my Cash App or my Venmo. And as I said, no donation's too small. So $2 gets one card and some details. The more details. Cat noises. So I do feel collectively that things that we felt really stagnant and stuck and frustrated as a whole, and this applies to all different areas of life, are going to move in a much different direction over, I feel like by April, because Mars comes out of its shadow period middle of March. By April, there's going to be significant movement forward. What I do want to caution, though, is I have seen for some people situations coming up from the past returning right now, and that's Mercury retrograde. And if you don't understand Mercury retrograde, you could be setting yourself up for disappointment, because yippee, Tommy came back. But Tommy may not stick around once Mercury goes direct. So if something you've been hoping for to show back up in your life suddenly comes back, which is awesome, be cautiously optimistic. Don't commit to anything. Go slow. I just looked, Brad, and I started talking before the shadow period. Good. Not me. Oh, actually, the shadow period of Mercury, right? Probably not me. Let me see. I gotta look it up. I gotta look up the calendar. Oh, I have it saved on here. Hold on. I gotta look it up. On my computer, because I use it all the time. Just gotta wait for it to load. Let me share with you guys this website. Copy. I'm not an affiliate of this website at all, but this website is a good one to use, and it changes every year. So it updates every year. It's a good one to use if you're looking to track the calendars of the year. Oops, I just gave you the 2022, which is weird because that's, well, in the tabs in the menu section, you can change the year, 2023. So let me see. We started, oh shit, I got to go back to 2022. Oh, my computer actually knew what I wanted. How funny is that? I was looking for the shadow period of when Mercury in retrograde started in December or in November. Oh, actually, that's good. Yep, November 20th was when I started communicating. So, with a person. So, I was not in the shadow period yet. We were not. So, all right, let's play with cards a little bit more. I'm starting to get a little bit of a headache. It's my fridge. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Can you guys hear my fridge? My fridge like buzzes. It's like a high pitched whiny sound when it's running. And when I've been having headaches, it bugs me to the point of where I can't even stay in the same area with it. Like I have to go in a different room and shut the door because it irritates me. Like I'm in the dining room right now and the kitchen is right over there. And so the fridge is like super close. All right, let's see. What else do we need to know? Show us, what do we need to know for February? We haven't looked at February yet. What do we need to know for February? Ah! Wow. Okay. We got, interesting. 7 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles reversed, 5 of Cups reversed. This is the one that came out first. I feel like there's going to be a lot of tension. There's going to be a lot of standing in truth, standing up for what you believe in, standing up for what's important, standing up for boundaries, keeping those boundaries, even if it's hard, even if it's exhausting, even if it's frustrating, what you're passionate about. And it's going to feel like work. 8 of Pentacles is what came out next. It's going to feel like work. It's going to feel like it's hard work. But the key is when you stand in your truth and in your boundaries, yes, it's work, but it also becomes a habit and you master that. 8 of Pentacles is also working to master something. You master those boundaries that you have felt like, oh my God, this has been so hard. It's kind of like a lifestyle, changing your lifestyle. So getting into the habit of going to the gym every day or eating more protein and vegetables rather than fried foods and carbs, or slowly cutting out your caffeine intake, or quitting smoking, or something, going outside and going for a walk every day. It's a habit that you end up slowly creating. At first it's hard, and then you end up being really good at it. So standing in the boundaries is really important because the only way to do that for yourself, the only way to get better is practice in staying true to yourself. And then, yeah, it's going to feel a little lonely. It's going to feel like, I don't know if I'm in the right place. I don't know if this is what I want. I don't know if this is what I don't know. There's going to be some confusion there with the 9 of Pentacles in the reversal, because 9 of Pentacles in the upright talks. Oh, my ear's ringing. Oh, God. Okay, Dave, I hear you. Can you chill? I know it was you today. Please. Oh, God. I was getting messages earlier today from my friend that passed, and I didn't realize it was him at first. And then as I was talking about it to somebody, which was Kristen, actually, I made the connection. And now he's like screaming in my ear. Turn it down. So, I got distracted. 9 of Pentacles. When it's in the upright, it's about being in this lavish abundance and having everything around you and being really satisfied, really content, really happy, having everything you need. But when it's in the reversal, it makes you question, like, do I have everything? Do I have enough? Am I happy here? I'm not really sure. Like, is there something missing? Do I need more? So there's going to be some questioning that's going to happen. But in the end, no regrets, no guilt, no remorse. You're actually proud of yourself for making the choices that you've made, because if you didn't, then you'd be disappointed. Then you'd be feeling blah. You'll be feeling questioning if you made the right choices for yourself. Okay, so I'm starting to get tired now that I've had half of my tea. I'm going to hang out for like another 10 minutes. And if nobody wants a reading, then I'm going to bail. So, what's going on with you guys tonight? Anything fun? Oh, I just put my tea thingies in my cup. Gross. I got to dry off my table because I don't want my cards to get stuck to it. Anyway. The cat is snoring now. So, I feel like it's almost bedtime. The squirrel has mellowed out. While I'm thinking of it, for those of you watching, I am slowly cranking out shorts. I always say reels, shorts on YouTube. I got a new phone and I have not figured out how to transfer my business Instagram to this new phone. It keeps trying to log me into my personal Instagram, which is not what I want to do. So my business Instagram has been kind of MIA for a little bit. But I'm on TikTok. Oh yeah, my eyes are starting to hurt. It's time for bed. I'm on TikTok and I'm just starting it. So I'm doing a daily divine masculine pull, a daily divine feminine pull. And then I do it by the signs: air, earth, fire, and water. And my goal is to upload it every day to YouTube as well. I was a little behind today, so I didn't get to that. But I will tomorrow. So, oh yeah, it's tired. It's late. All right, good night. I am gonna sign off because it doesn't seem like anybody else is watching, and if they are watching, they don't want a reading. So I'm going to go. It was fun hanging out with you guys. I will probably be back on in a couple of nights for the live. I think we have a new moon coming up later this week, and I can't remember what day it is, but we have a new moon coming up later this week. So as long as I'm continuing to feel well, I'm starting to feel better, knock on wood for me, I will be here. And I should be posting a Witchy Wednesday tomorrow, but it'll be later because I haven't even filmed it yet. Oh, hi, Goth. Are you looking for a reading? Hello. Yeah, I've been on for like almost 40 minutes. So I was getting ready to wrap up because I'm getting tired and I don't feel there wasn't anybody asking for readings. Did you want to get a reading? No, not so much. Okay, no worries. This was like a last minute live because I had energy, but now I've been doing this for 40 minutes, so I'm gonna get going. I do recommend you watch the replay because I will leave that. Oh, well, you don't need to donate if you don't want a reading. I appreciate that, though. Do you follow the channel? I tend to go live usually at least once a week, but I've been kind of inundated with migraines the last 2 weeks, so. I can pull a card for you. I mean, if you want. If you don't want to, then that's totally fine. Oh, yeah. So I do live tarot readings usually on Thursdays. That's usually the day I go live. And I also go live on Saturdays to go over the astrology and tarot for the upcoming week. And then when usually I do have enough energy, I stay on and I do live card pulls after that for clients or for whoever, viewers. Yeah, so we do all sorts of stuff here. We also do like witchcraft stuff on Wednesdays, and on Fridays I share different divination tarot decks that I have. So feel free to check it out if you're interested. Yeah. It's a fun little community. Everybody that has followed or that subscribes or that interacts here are very polite with each other, which I love. They're all supportive of one another, and I'm not here to be some big influencer. I like my little community. So community that I once set the intention that the people that join this channel are people that are kind of like all on the same level, on the same vibe. So you all support each other, which is what this is all about. So, okay. Well, yeah, check it out. Subscribe. I'll be back. Tonight's not my only night. I'll probably be back later this week. I also go live during new moons. Sure. What's your question about Doris? It's a lot of AKAs. What would you like to know? Showed up today. She showed up today. Is that a question, statement? You're telling me she showed up to? Is she willing to be a spirit guide for me? Oh, okay. I gotcha. All right. Let's see. Okay. Let's see what comes in. All right. She's a spirit guide. Wow. All right. Okay. So this is the Eight of Swords in the reversal. This is actually a good card when it's in the reversal. In the upright, it's not so great. In the reversal, it talks about somebody that is helpful to get out of the head. So I do feel like she is willing, because with the Eight of Swords, when it's like this, it talks about being an overthinker, being confused, being stuck in our minds, not being able to see our way through. When it's like this, we find our way through, we have guidance, we have support, and there's ways to pull us out of it. So I do feel like, yeah, that's her saying, yes, I'm here to help you find your way. I'm here to help you get out of your own way, get out of your own head. And I am here if you want help from me, if you want that. So it does feel like a yes. Definitely listen to your own intuition, of course. But I do feel like the big message here is so that things are showing up for you, so that you can find your way through when it feels confusing. I do feel like all you really have to do is ask for support. There is ask for help, and it'll either come in a dream, if you meditate, if you journal, if you go on walks, even walking, exercising, moving the body, showering. It can happen in showers too. You can get messages with water, showering, swimming, anything like that, taking a bath. That kind of stuff will help with moving messages as well. So yeah, good luck with that. I hope it helps. Okay, I am going to sign off. Yeah, no problem. I'm gonna get going because I am tired and my eyes are starting to hurt. So awesome. Good. I'm glad that it makes sense. Perfect. I'm glad I could help. Okay, we will hopefully I'll see you again. And oh, thank you. Yeah, I've been doing this for almost 15 years now professionally. I just haven't been doing it on YouTube for 15 years. So, but yes, welcome, welcome. I'm glad it resonated, and I'd love to see you again. Yeah. And bye to everybody else, Team Replay, because I know you guys watch this on the replay. So, see you guys all soon. Bye.